Manchester United's most complete performance of the season gave Ollie the most important result of the season so far. There were lots of changes, so let's go through some of them on the whiteboard. The most obvious change was United's formation to a 3-1-4-2, but the formation alone wasn't going to cure United's issues. Without the ball, the topic over the last couple of weeks has been to press or not to press. United again chose not to press, but were a lot more organised in doing it. Cavani and Ronaldo positioned themselves to cut off the passing angles into midfield, with Fred and Fernandes backing this up. The lateral and horizontal distances between United's forward line and midfield were a lot tighter, and Tottenham struggled to get the ball to the double pivot and play through midfield. But the most significant change for me was United pushing their defensive line 10 to 15 yards further forward. This compacted United, reduced the space between the lines, which made it difficult for Spurs to create any chances in open play. Going to screenshots of the game, we can see how compact United have made the centre of the field. Cavani and Ronaldo are cutting off the passing angles into midfield, which is backed up with a high midfield line. But the big thing about this screenshot is the distance between United's furthest man forward, which is Ronaldo, and United's deepest player, which is Varane. We are talking 25 yards at the most. The result of this is little space between the lines that made it difficult for Tottenham to penetrate United. United had the least number of attacking players on the pitch for a while, but the attack was the most balanced it has looked in a single game this season. Playing a wing-back system, the wing-backs had to get forward to provide the width. Sean Wan-Bissaka did this well, but United were clever in how they opened up the space in the wide areas. With United playing with Cavani and Ronaldo up front, this pinned Tottenham centre-backs. Behind this, Fernandes and Fred, who were playing in advance of McTominay, were attacking the half spaces, which pulled Tottenham's full-backs infield, opening up the flanks for Sean Wan-Bissaka. From McTominay's single pivot position, the switch was on the whole game, and we were switching with speed and accuracy, pulling Tottenham from side to side. Going to screenshots of the game, Varane is about to switch the ball out to Shaw, who is free, but it's the position of Ronaldo in the half space that pulled Emerson Royal infield, opening up the flank for Shaw. In the same phase of play, the switch out to Shaw has pulled Tottenham's defensive line across the pitch to deal with United's central to half space overload, which has opened up the right flank for Wan-Bissaka. My only concern from the game was, despite United's high line giving us greater compaction and solidity, there were times when United's midfield weren't putting pressure on the ball, leaving this high line exposed to balls into the space in behind. There were signs in the first half of Son starting to time his runs and get into this space, but Tottenham were either not spotting the pass or the passing was very poor. Going to screenshots of the game, we can see the high line United employed throughout the game, but with no pressure on the ball with Davis in possession, a simple ball down the line to Son or a chip ball over the top to Kane, and Tottenham are in. Luckily for United, he did neither. The Devil's verdict is Ollie's change of formation, personnel and substitutions all came off, so credit to him, but I temper this with how poor this Tottenham team are. And going back to the lack of pressure on the ball when playing with a high line, against better teams, we will get taken apart if we don't tweak this. But where we have come from, this was a solid 7 out of 10 performance from United. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.